Cinema Sounds and Secrets tributes, remembering the greats.
The lovely Olivia Newton-John.
I know.
I know.
You just want to hug someone when you say that name, right?
Yeah. Just a lovely.
She provided the soundtrack to my youth. My mother was an aerobics instructor. My youth. So the song "Physical" was in the house
every day.
Every day.
Yeah. I mean, just an iconic presence for the last half the 20th century.
Yeah, of course,
as a singer.
Yeah.
And then just Grease alone it, right?
That was it. That was of course cemented her into film lore forever and ever.
Forever, because I think had you been watching her career, you would have never thought, oh yes, Olivia Newton-John in a big movie musical.
Yeah, and you know what? It's in a big movie musical. The thing is that there are revivals of Grease all the time, she is still the one that everyone is compared to. Sometimes you have a revival, like we were talking about Medea, and you go, oh, this person's Medea. She's just Sandy. She will forever be, and people, unless they're, that she's forever be compared. They will forever be compared to Olivia Newton-John.
Right. She broke the mold.
She made the mold, baby.
She made it and broke it. But she, award-winning, world-renowned singer, actor, huge activist, passed in August of 2022, this summer. She was 73 years old and lived at this point out in Santa Ynez, California.
Yeah.
And, of course, Sandy Olsen, her 1978... Sandy. Won 4 Grammys throughout her career and 5 single top Billboard 100 and 4 albums to go double platinum. So she just was one of the most successful musical artists of the last half of the 20th century. She was called Livy and born in Cambridge, England.
Really?
Yes.
That's great.
She was born to a father who was an MI5 officer.
No, of course he was.
And he'd been in the Enigma project in World War II.
Okay.
Yes, to break the code, the Nazi code.
She broke the mold, he broke the code.
He broke the code and she broke the mold. So she only lived in England until she was 5, and then they moved to Australia, where he was working at the University of Melbourne, wink, wink, as a spy.
Nice.
No, I'm kidding, but
of course.
What else do spies do?
Exactly.
Yes.
They work at universities.
Right. And throughout her teenage years, she was always singing since she was a child, and was on a local TV show. And these show names are so funny. Time for Terry, The Happy Show, The Go Show. And then there was a show called Sing, Sing, Sing. And, but she was known as Livy, and she was on Sing, Sing, Sing that she got her break and won a trip back to Britain, back to England. And she had to leave her family and her boyfriend. And at the age of 18, she was discovered, and they're like, you need to do a song for Decca.
Oh, wow.
Decca Records.
Yeah, okay.
In 1966, she had her first single.
That's amazing.
I know.
That's incredible. It's ridiculous.
And it's Till You Say You'll Be Mine.
Okay.
And but in 71, she did an album, I'm Not, If Not For You, with the Bob Dylan's, song.
Yep.
And that was an international hit for her. And then she had this solo career, and then she did the song "Let Me Be There."
Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know I'll always want to be there. Holding your hand and standing by to catch you when you fall, seeing you through in everything you do.
That was the song that took her off
made her,
to the stratosphere in 1973. And that was just played over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over. And her third album was If You Love Me, Let Me Know, and it's I Honestly Love You.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was then Forget About It, right? You know.
That was the Forget About It song.
Maybe I hang around here a little more than I should. We both know I got somewhere else to go. But I've got something to tell you.
And it was, on the Billboard 100. Yeah. And she moved to the United States that year. And then then it was just all the hits. Yeah. Have You Never Been Mellow? And again, If You Love Me, Let Me Know would be number one on Billboard.
On Billboard, that's right.
For weeks. Yeah. And it was, and that was, I think she was the female artist. She had it on there for 154 days. And I think she held the record until Taylor Swift in 2020.
Yeah.
So it's just incredible, the impact that she just had culturally.
Yeah. No, it's, you don't realize, that, again, it's just like the other actors that we were talking about recently. And when we do these tributes, is their body of work goes so far beyond what we know them for. And that's why I love doing these, because we just shed a little light on where they were from and how far-reaching their cultural endeavors were.
Right. And then Grease came along.
And Grease.
And it was, she was very worried to play a teenager. She was 28.
They were all 28 and 35.
30, I think Stockard was 32.
Stockard was 32.
Right.
And Kaneki...
Yeah.
His name, oh my God, I'm forgetting it. We talked about it recently, but I think he was the oldest on set. I'm pretty sure.
Like 30.
I thought it was 34 or something.
Yeah. But they all just, brushed their hair back and probably taped everything.
Oh, Lord.
But she was, she wasn't a trained actor, and she just adjusted to working with her accent. And the album, it was 12 weeks, number one. And Hopelessly Devoted to You and Summer Nights.
Summer Nights.
On the Billboard's top 5 at the same time.
Come on, you don't want to hear all the horny details. Are you catching it? Are you? Summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving happens so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to other summer nights. Well, tell me more, did you get very far?
Tell me more, like does he have a phone?
She swam by me, she got a cramp.
Here and by me, that must be damn.
I saved her life, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun, but the summer nights.
And she's the only second female artist to have 2 songs in the top 5 at the same time. And she was just and first of all, she was adorable as Sandy. And then when she became the bad girl in the leather and came out, it was
and you're the one that I want. Everything
Yeah.
that song is the karaoke go-to by any male-female combo,
ever with Travolta.
Ever.
And didn't they have the best chemistry?
Oh my gosh,
the best chemistry.
Yeah,
Adorable.
and they stayed friends.
Yes,
they were best of friends until his tribute to her, when she passed was lovely.
Hi, Sandy.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Fine, thanks.
That's good. Hey, Sandy, I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time now.
What about?
Well, about that night at the bonfire. The way I acted, that was terrible. It really was. It wasn't me. You gotta know that. It was me, of course, but it wasn't me. And you see, Sandy, I got this image, right? I got this.
Well, that's why I'm so glad that Tom's such a simple person.
Simple is right. Too bad his brains are in his biceps.
Jealous, are you?
Jealous? Oh, come on, Sandy. Don't make me laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
And what have you ever done?
Oh, come on. I can run circles around those jerks.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Just a lovely, lovely person. She then had another career success with Physical in 1981.
Yeah.
And, she was doing music videos. And then she did this, funky little movie Xanadu, which was a disaster.
Out there.
But, and she had, a brief marriage to Matt Lattanzi, who was in the music. And it was just dreadful. But the soundtrack
was
double
crazy. Yes.
Platinum.
Yeah,
And she did get to dance with Gene Kelly.
There you go.
The last time he ever danced on film was with Olivia Newton-John, and who was not a dancer, and he had to teach her.
Oh.
And his rule was, I'll only do a dance number if we do it in one take.
Oh, my
So when you watch it, that's it.
Okay.
And it's like, wow. It's such a... Robert Wozniak directed it, and you're like, I don't know what they were thinking about this. There's no story.
It was
just a mess.
it's a fever dream.
It is, but it wasn't even a good one. But she was, but the songs were great.
Yeah, no.
Great songs.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful. And the number, and just to see the number with Gene Kelly.
She's out there. She's a 1980s costume. I just remember,
it's just dreadful.
I mean,
dreadful,
like
costume.
alien costume stuff.
Awful.
Anyway.
I don't know what anybody was thinking. Too much cocaine out there in Hollywood. But she was just wonderful, and the number that she does with Gene Kelly is so sweet, and it's like you see the passing of a Hollywood torch in a way. It was really moving.
That's sweet.
And that is worth it. And I thought, well, if for no other reason than to have her dancing with Gene Kelly, hey, it's worth it. And so she became more of a public person, and did an album, Mormon Tinder, and then she had breast cancer.
Yeah.
And she just decided to go public with it, and she became a huge advocate.
Never angry? I would just help me understand how you're not angry. I would think so many people would be angry and frustrated and sad and said, why me?
No, why me has never been a part of it. But I never felt victimized. I never felt, why not? Maybe deep down I knew there was a reason or a purpose for it. Or maybe I needed to create one to make it okay for myself. Because it's a decision. How am I going to deal with it?
You choose.
You choose.
And, throughout the 2000s and 10s, she was touring. I mean, she's always out in the world and just having this very vibrant, very active, proactive life as an advocate for women and breast cancer as well. And, did little roles here and there. She had the U.S. Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yeah.
And the Australian version called the Companion of the Order of Australia. And she just continued to work as a philanthropist and musician and performer until she, had her last battle with cancer. But just an amazing woman and just a wonderful artist, beautiful voice, and just a beautiful person.
Yeah. And she has I think she did an album of Broadway songs, of musical songs.
She might have, because she did a lot of different things.
And there's a really sweet. She did a version of "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" from Evita, and it's not like anyone you've ever heard before, and it's not like the belting. It's not Elaine Page, and it's definitely not Madonna singing it. It's a really sweet interpretation of somebody who battled cancer, who was singing this song about somebody.
Yes.
It is an amazing, really sweet version, so you should check that out.
We'll have a clip for it on our website.
Yeah.
The lovely Olivia Newton-John.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful performer, activist, humanitarian.
Yeah. Wonderful
singer.
person.
Yeah.
Wonderful person.
Yay.
I think when you're dealing with something, when you have a diagnosis like this, how do you stay in the moment and stay present and not let it consume you and worry you?
Okay. Denial is really good. It's really healthy. But it was consuming my day. And after a time, I went, you know what? I don't know what my time is, but I need to enjoy my life, so I'm going to eat a cookie if I want it. And I'm going to have a cup of tea if I want it. And if I want to have a little bit of wine, I'm going to do that because the joy of life and everyday living has to be a part of that healing process as well.
In the words of the immortal great Bob Hope. Thanks for the memories, Sandy.
If you're out there, I need you for this song.
And you can find out much more about our wonderful tribute actor today, Olivia Newton-John, whose music will always fill our lives. And so there are clips, photos, book links, and others on our website, cinemasoundsandsecrets.com. I'm Janet Doolin-Jones.
I'm John Schwab.
And that's Pendleton.
And we will see you here next time
At the movies.
It's electrifying. Shake up, 'cause